one time I was serving the international branch, which was mostly Filipinos and Indonesians. And one day our day was over. We spent a lot of our day in the church, if you're in that area. And we were coming down. We were going to go home to the apartment. And we go down, and like the elevator doors open in the Wan Chai building, which is actually the nicest chapel there is in Hong Kong. And we just hear these people yelling and screaming. And we're like, what is going on in here? Like, this is crazy. Like, I've never came down and like heard this before. And the doors open, and there's guards down there. Like, they don't really they're not guards. Like, I love them to death. They're super nice guys, but like they pretty much just sit at a desk and kind of direct people, but we call them guards. And there's these drunk Frenchmen. Like, there was 3 of them, and they were just like causing a big, huge, fuss down on the ground floor. And one of them, I remember, like, had a Bible. He was tearing pages and throwing them in the air. Another one, and they were just running around. Like, we just kind of get them out of the building. And I remember we get them out of the building. We were trying to calmly and nicely get our Bible back. Get one of them had a hymn book, and it was hilarious because he was holding the hymn book upside down. It was in Chinese, and he's just singing something at the top of his lungs, and it was hilarious. But we finally get it all back. We put it away, and we think they go away. And so we start leaving to go to our apartment, and we start walking, and all of a sudden they see us. They were somewhere else, and they see us, and they cross the street to come find us. And we're like, oh no, like, what is going to happen here? And these guys are pretty big. Like, I think the smallest one was probably like 6'1", 6'2", and like they were like pretty muscular guys. And I was like, oh dang. So we just kind of pretend like nothing's happened. We start walking, and at the top of their lungs and just like clapping as loud as they could, they were like, I think they were singing the French national anthem is what it was. And they were just like, I felt like I was on a parade. Like, I was just like walking down the streets with these drunk French guys just singing the French national anthem and clapping right behind me and my companion. And we're just like trying to cross the street. We're like, just like covering our faces, like people don't look at us. Like, it was super funny. And somehow, I'm not really sure how it happened, we crossed the street, and they went around us, and they trapped me and my companion against a building. And all 3 of these guys had just hugely different personalities. It was so funny. One of them was like crying. He was like in tears, like, let me join you. I just want to be a part of you. And we're like, you can. Like, that's not a big deal. Like, you can be a part of us. And another guy was just over there like, let's knock him up. Let's knock him up. And I was like, oh, dang. Like, and this guy is huge. I'm like, I'm not that big. And another guy is like asking us to go to the bar with him. He's like, oh, come to the bar with us. It'll be so much fun. We're like, how about next time? Maybe maybe catch us on another night, but probably not tonight. And they're just trapped us, and they're all just like repeating the same things over and over. But this guy is like, let's knock him up. I was like getting worried. I was like, what am I supposed to do? And I just remember praying, like asking, like, Heavenly Father, what are we supposed to do right now? And I just had this like the feel, like just the movie The Other Side of Heaven, when they gets attacked by all those guys. That scene came into my mind. I don't know why. It was super random, and they ended up being okay. I felt like, we're gonna be fine. And I can't remember if it was me or my companion, but one of us was like, hey, let's just go. Let's just walk. And I was like, we were kind of trapped, but like, let's just walk. And we did. And we just walked away, and they just kind of kept staring at the wall and just like talking to the wall. And I was like, what? Like, this is so weird. We just walked away. And, it was a pretty cool story, like, pretty cool thing. It's like, I felt like we were in danger, by at least one of the 3 guys. And, we just walk away, and, like, not one of them noticed that we were gone. They were just, like, staring at the wall. It was pretty cool. But, yeah, it was a pretty crazy story.